Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and however you identify. Welcome to another round of Fight Night. I'm your host, Joe C., and joined by my best friend, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only William H.D. Morgan, if you will, baby.
What's up, my people? What's up, my people? Glad to be here for another episode of Fight Night. Let's get this thing started.
All right. Well, we're a little short, so we're going back to old school here. It's just me and Will. I want to start here because I'm excited. All in Texas, baby. I'm pumped. I am on the lookout for the pre-sale. Like, I've already talked to a few people, and I was like, I will be there.
That's cool.
I will be there.
You better take some pictures.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I'm trying to persuade Stacks, and the invitation, always comes to you to come down and go with me.
Because Stacks ain't that far away from you now that I think about it.
Stacks in Nebraska. He's going to have to come down past Georgia to come to Texas.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I can get right with Stacks.
We go do a live fight night at All In.
Hold on a second. We got somebody in the house. Hold on a second. Let me get to the computer real quick. I'm so far away from the computer. It ain't freaking funny. It's my man, Big Tom.
What up, y'all?
See, what we could do, Will, is Stacks picks you up, and then we just get Tone to schedule to be driving through Dallas that weekend, and we all go to All In.
And everybody go.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
It's July 12th.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but yeah.
How about now?
Oh, yeah. Much better. Perfect.
So July 12th. It is literally 12 days from my birthday. Yes.
Okay. Where is it going to be? Arlington?
Yeah, at the Rangers Stadium.
That shit's easy. I can make that happen tomorrow.
I'm going. I will be there. I'm trying to convince Stacks and Will to come too.
I'll put it like this. If those two go, you'll see me. Guaranteed.
I am 4 hours away, so I will be there. Yeah.
Where? You in
I'm in Austin. I'm in Austin.
Oh, shit. I go through Austin all the fucking time. If I would know that.
I'm actually in. Well, you're a truck driver, so you probably know. I'm actually in Bastrop.
I know you are.
Yeah, just southeast.
I know you are.
Yeah. And actually, this carries me on to what I want to talk about. AEW's dying, guys, but yet in the last week, they have announced All In Texas, Forbidden Door London, Wrestle Dream Tokyo Dome. There's another one I'm missing.
And while you thinking of that, I'll do what I forgot.
Round one, fight.
Here we go.
The Australia show that is basically we know is happening, but they haven't really announced yet. And All In Texas. I mean, and on top of that, I believe that the new Warner Brothers Discovery deal is going to come down soon. Like, I would say within the next couple of weeks. But that's going to get announced.
Yeah, if they're going to stay on TNT and they're going to stay on, TBS, or they're going to switch it, TNT, that they need to hurry up and figure it out. Because, like you said, SmackDown's going to USA in about a month.
Yep.
Then in January, Raw's going to Netflix, and it's on like popcorn.
AEW's deal with Warner Brothers goes through the end of this year. But from what I have heard, Warner Brothers just offered them another deal which would double the last deal, the extension they got with Collision.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And Joe, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you a question. And I mean this respectfully.
No, you don't.
And I know you can't fully get rid of them. I really know you can't. But I think the question is IWC the biggest detriment to wrestling?
Yes, 100%, 1,000%.
No matter what these companies do,
Yeah,
the IWC was the biggest deterrent of new fans.
yes,
Getting into this.
yes.
When we all grew up, we didn't have this.
Yeah,
No, we didn't.
because it didn't exist.
Right. It didn't exist at all.
We were this. This
Yep.
was us after reading the dirt sheets and getting some little bit of nugget of what we thought might be rumor and
Or
being
read
on
the
the bus. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking. When I say dirt sheet, that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
and then getting on the bus or going wherever and being like, did y'all read this? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Now it's at the fucking fingertips.
Yep.
And like everything else, the internet gives people who shouldn't balls.
Agreed.
And they feel like they can say things. Now, I'm all for opinions and your own opinion. I mean, me and you two argue almost every show about difference of opinion when it comes to wrestling. But
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. It is when you can't have those disagreements without someone calling you a slur or putting you down or, God forbid, threatening you over either liking someone you like or not liking someone they like.
Exactly.
And Will, you're 100% right. One of the things the IWC love to talk about is how AEW can't get the casual fan. The IWC
they've got casual
reason.
fans. No, they have casual. AEW has casual fans. It's just the fact that they don't want to admit it because, like you said, IWC is going to get on their head and start beating them down about it.
Because the casual fan doesn't want to be involved in that bullshit. That's what makes us big fans of wrestling who aren't fucking psychotic look bad. Because people think all fans are like that when it comes to wrestling. All fans will just tear you down for not liking who they like or liking someone that you like.
Or liking what they like.
Yeah. And it is honestly insane. Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta plug in. But yeah, I 100% will. We talk
at this time frame.
Well,
we hadn't had this time frame since the Attitude Era when you really think about it.
Yeah. Well,
where wrestling as a whole is still on the upswing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
say. That I've seen wrestling on an upswing, and not just WWE, everywhere.
Everything. That's the thing. Well, right there, you just said it. WWE has not went through really a light time. Yeah, they did for a couple of years in the last 10, but really WWE has been moving up ever since the Attitude Era. Has never really stopped moving up since the Attitude Era.
True, I agree with that. But let me throw something out there. Will, you'll understand when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
You see how big it's gotten now? You know why? You know it just started going off after Vince got busted.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Because they were looking for the fall.
Well, and Well, if you go back and look at some of our shows at the time, every show was almost about how Vince had an idea. Vince wanted something, and the fans didn't want it, and Vince wouldn't go against what he wanted. The thing about wrestling companies now, and this is WWE and AEW and all the other ones, they're listening to their fans. They're listening to what the fans want. And I don't think you do that all the time, because sometimes the fans don't know what they want, i.e. Kofi Kingston.
Facts. Kofi got done dirty, though. I go say in front.
100% Kofi got done dirty, but the fans turned on him the moment he got the belt.
Well,
No,
they're
because
doing
it
that
was
to
too
Cody.
long. No, it was too long. They waited too long for the belt on him. That's why they turned on him.
And they're starting to turn on Cody because this run and
It's boring.
And we talked about it. And we tried to tell people, when you look at Cody, you were in it for the story.
Yes.
And once he finished the story and won, he has to be a substance. And as of lately, he hasn't been a substance.
Real quick, I want to go back to what I was saying. So WWE's always been up here, always moving up. The difference, Will, what you're saying now, what we're seeing that we really haven't seen since the Attitude Era, is every company is moving
Everybody's
up.
moving up with him.
Everybody. It's literally trickling down. AEW is doing great. TNA is doing great. MLW is doing great. The only wrestling company not doing good right now,
NWA.
And that is because Billy Corgan's an
That's
idiot.
That's what Billy Corgan's an ass.
Yeah, but and to piggyback what you were saying, Josie, after Vince, well, like you said, Vince has this. It was strong-willed, and he said, "This is my way, or it don't go down."
Yeah.
What's left? All the lifelines that Vince is gone. Let's just open it up and do what the fuck we wanted to do in the long anyway. They started doing that. Trips took over. Shawn took over NXT, and everything. All the gloves are off. Like for the deal with TNA. You ever think Vince would let that happen?
Hell no.
Oh, fuck no.
Hell no.
God no.
No.
The fact that Vince allowed Mickey James to appear as the champion, which they didn't say a bullshit word about TNA when she appeared. They just called her the Knockouts champion. That was it.
Yep, that was it. Gave TNA no props.
Yeah, and that actually brings me to something I wanted to bring up. Scott D'Amore's interview with Chris Van Vliet. Did y'all watch it? Or have y'all seen any of the clips of it?
I saw some clips. I didn't see the whole interview.
Scott brought up a great point because everybody wants to talk about how this deal with TNA NXT has been better than the TNA AEW. There were some things that TNA NXT are never going to beat as far as what TNA and AEW did. Now, I won't say that as far as the talent, it benefiting the talent, this deal for sure benefits the talent better than the AEW TNA deal.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it does.
No question.
But as far as benefiting the company, the TNA AEW deal benefited the company more. Just because, as we say, it's all about the money. And it made TNA more money because it had some of their highest ratings ever when Kenny Omega was on every week.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree. That's true.
I just saw that because I know we actually got into an argument a few weeks ago about this, about how that deal, and it made me realize, yes, in some ways, 100%, like the way this is, what this has done for Joe Hendry.
Oh,
alone?
I love Joe. I love Joe.
Joe Henry, they just put him in a whole new light.
Yeah, it did.
Is he going to be
new light on his own?
Is he going to be Ethan Page this week? I think he does.
I hope so. He's hot right now.
Well, and I'm sorry.
No, he's too hot.
Does anybody else?
Why would they fuck with him if he's that hot?
Exactly.
Well, and I'm sorry. Does anybody else feel like I realize now why he never really got over in AEW? Ethan Page is kind of boring. Like,
But I see the effect because that's like putting an ugly girl with a pretty chick.
Yes. 100%. And he's made a great transition. You didn't want Henry to beat Trick Williams.
No.
You didn't want that.
That wasn't going to happen.
But Henry beating Ethan Page and Ethan only getting a month-long run out of that, and it was a fluke. They wrote the storyline as a fluke anyway. So
yeah, that's true. But the thing is, if Joe Henry gets it, how long are they gonna let him have a run?
No, it won't last.
It won't be long. It'll be a short run.
It won't last long.
It'll be a short run.
Would Trick?
I wouldn't even give it a month.
Yeah, I think it may make it to the next pay-per-view.
Yeah,
possibly. But yeah. So
speaking of AEW, I want to get this out there before we get too far into the show.
The Young Bucks are trash.
Eric Bischoff.
Oh man, God!
I am so sick of him.
Oh!
I'm so sick of him. Sasha Banks doesn't need to cut a promo.
Oh, that part I actually kind of agree with.
But hold on. Don't let the fact. First of all, she's always had issues cutting promos.
Yes, 100%.
So don't sit here and make light of the fact, because that's always been an issue with her. Here's the thing that kills me. He's taking this against her. The girl can go. Can she talk? Hell no. But she can go in the ring, particularly for her size. She can go in the ring. Leave that girl alone.
Brett couldn't talk for shit. What do you expect?
What it is Bischoff will hate on anything AEW. I 100% believe he wanted a job and Tony told him no. Because y'all remember back about 3-4 years ago when Bischoff was on AEW TV a few times?
Yep. I remember.
He has been on AEW TV, and I've heard this rumor stemming from back then. When he made those appearances, he went to Tony and tried to get a job, and Tony told him no. And ever since then, all he has done is shit on it. And I'll even go as far as to say this. I respect Jim Cornette more than I do Eric Bischoff.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Hold up.
Oh, shit.
Did hell just freeze over?
I think he did.
Sheerly for this one fact, this one reason. Cornette has been, since day one of AEW, he has been consistent. And honestly, Cornette will say when he thinks AEW has done something that is smart or right. It's not very often, but he will say it. Bischoff,
he's going to give you his opinion, but he's not going to flush the business down the drain.
Exactly.
That's too much to do that.
He's not going to flush the business like you see Bischoff doing. Sasha Banks ain't the only person he's been after.
Because he will hate on anybody AEW. He's already came after Ricochet. He's already made comments about Ricochet, and it's not even confirmed that Ricochet is signed yet.
Oh, no, it's been confirmed.
It's been confirmed. That's not on Instagram.
It's been confirmed by Ringside News. It's not confirmed till he shows up on AEW.
They're saying he's supposed to be in Berlin Sunday.
Yeah, I know what you mean, London. We're not WWE here.
Thank you, my bad.
Long
day.
I fully believe he has signed, but it's not confirmed. I mean, Camille supposedly signed 4 months ago and just debuted. So I'm just saying. But Bischoff just wants to hate. And this is where I say, and Will, I've said this about Cornette before. I may not like the man or respect the man very much, but he does love this business.
He does.
And he will.
He does.
Now, I do believe he's stuck back in the 80s and doesn't realize that this business has evolved a lot. But I do recognize that he loves his business, and when he sees something that he believes is right, he will say it no matter what company. Bischoff right now just rides the dick of WWE.
Who do you think's paying him?
WWE.
He's
Oh, I
still
100% know that.
No. What I'm saying is, it's not that they're paying him to do that. No. Bischoff's going to hate regardless. Bischoff just wants to be relevant. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like the same shit.
3 weeks pause. His podcast is trash. It's gone. The ratings are in the toilet now. That's why he's doing stupid shit.
That's kind of like when Carmelo Anthony says he appreciates his gold medals more than he does the NBA championship. Motherfucker, we know you lying.
Yeah.
We know you lying.
That's exactly.
Come
what
on,
it
man.
is. That's exactly what it is.
Come on,
All right.
man.
So
That's
real
exactly
quick,
what it is.
real quick, I want to break down this all-in card for Sunday.
Hey, you ain't tell me your girl might not resign.
Who?
Soraya.
I think she does. I think she does.
Her contract's up next month.
Yeah, next month.
Contract's up, and it is.
I think she
She better
resigns.
sign back.
Tony gonna throw a lot of money at her.
Because AEW actually got some use out of her.
Yeah.
Well, but she hasn't really been relevant since All In last year, though. She's been.
But they're still scared. They're still scared that she's gonna hurt her neck and fuck it up again.
They've been very gentle with her. She's not been in. She did that match she had with Tony Storm on Dynamite this week. I don't know what was up, but they were both off.
Very much.
So
They probably didn't have enough practice time together.
maybe I don't know. It wasn't. There was a few misses, and y'all know I don't like to use the word botch, but there was a few misses. All right, so first off, kickoff show: Chris Statlander, Stokely Hathaway versus Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii.
I've kind of been waiting for this one.
I gotta say, I'm actually excited for this match.
That should be on the main card, though.
It should be on the main card. It shouldn't be no kickoff match.
It would be if his card wasn't fucking stacked. AEW always has a stacked card, but we're gonna go through this and tell me without bias, because I know y'all have some bias, aka the Young Bucks.
That's it.
As we go through the card, tell me which match you would take out to put this in the main card, because I don't know which one. So your next match is Timeless Tony Storm versus the Glamour Mariah May.
Nope, not that one.
Super pumped for this match. It's gonna be a fucking banger.
That's gonna be a banger match.
I think Mariah's
Mariah the other night.
Oh my god, bro!
Damn.
Ooh.
Y'all know I don't like to objectify women on this show, but god damn.
Yeah, that ass was banging, bro. Come on now.
Ooh. Go Mariah, go.
I think she wins too. I think Mariah wins.
Can see it.
Timeless. I've loved Timeless Tony Storm. I've loved her as champion. I think she's hit that point that we talk a lot about champions.
She don't need it. She don't need a title to be a champion.
She don't need it at this point. She is one of the top in the AEW women's division at this point. She is one of the faces of that division, and she doesn't need the title anymore at this point.
It's like Britt Baker. Britt Baker don't need a title.
And man, the feuds they could do with Mariah May as champion.
And it's something new. And it's something new.
And it's something new and fresh. You're right. So yeah, that match, no, that can't be pulled.
Nope.
Number 3, MJF versus Will Ospreay.
Hell no. Hell no.
It's gonna be a killer match.
I think Will gets revenge.
I think so too. I think Will's gonna pull out the Tiger Driver 91. I don't know if y'all watched Dynamite this week, but
I saw it.
Brian came to him.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Told him to use it.
I saw that clip on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I think he drops that motherfucker.
He said, "As a man, I appreciate what you said. I appreciate that and what you did. But for this motherfucker, get him."
I think he's gonna drop that motherfucker on his head, and I am hoping for it. So that match, yes, great match. It's gonna. I do want to say this though, and I want to get y'all's opinion real quick. Is MJF getting stale?
No.
I think he is.
Nah.
It's the same stuff. This is the same gimmick that he's been doing.
But you put up with it from the Miz.
The Miz has kind of changed his shtick, and it's also the fact. Hang on. I want to say this. The other thing about the Miz is because he's never really been the main guy. You go through periods where he's not on TV a lot, so you kind of get a breather from him. MJF has been this guy, other than the 6 months, 7 months last year. Well, no, take away the time off. I'm talking when he was face with Adam Cole. Other than that, he's been this same exact heel his entire AEW run, and I just feel
that's
like
what made him so good.
And I agree. Don't get me wrong. I still believe he's a generational talent. He's amazing in the ring. He's got chemistry with everyone. I am just talking about the shtick itself. That it's kind of getting stale to me.
No, because his promos, that boy can cut a promo. He'll cut you down in the promo. He's on it. He's not. No, what I'm about to say, don't take it the wrong way. You remember how The Rock used to cut people down for shits and giggles?
Yep.
MJF is getting there. I'm not saying he will be just like The Rock. No, that's never going to happen. But he's shooting towards that way when he starts fucking with people. He's doing the mind games before they get into the ring. Then once they get in the ring, he makes it worse. He's got the mindset down. He's trying to fuck people when he does his promos. So that when you say it's the same shtick, it might be in a way, but if you do it, it all depends on what opponent he's going against.
Yeah.
He'll change it up on you.
I agree.
So yeah. All right. Next match: Jack Perry, Darby Allin for the TNT Championship.
That one, they got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, I agree with Tone. I agree with Tone. That should be the kickoff match.
That one right there.
I would agree. I would agree with you if it wasn't a coffin match. They're not putting a coffin match as a kickoff match.
I don't even see why they haven't a coffin match because he's an edge there. That's bullshit.
What do you mean?
Listen, hold on. What I mean by this is that. What I mean by that is this. Why would you put a gimmick match? Why would you put a gimmick match like that and they've seen 3 or 4 of them on national TV already? That's what they used to say about Taker's. That's what they say about Taker's matches. The casket matches back in the day. They got tired of them because they play them all the time.
I'll give you that.
Now,
I'll give you that.
That's the only reason.
The coffin match. They do the coffin match because it's kind of become Darby's thing.
It's Darby Allin's specialty, and they wanted to be a train wreck. Yeah, I know.
But honestly, I think Darby's losing this. I think he's losing this match because he's already has a AEW World Championship shot, and I've heard a lot of rumors going around that no matter who comes out of All In as champion, Darby is probably next in line.
Okay.
Why?
And see, this is where me and Big Tone will get into it because I'm a Darby Allin fan.
No. I'm
not.
No. Don't get me wrong.
He said why?
I'm being dead honest.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Here we go.
Give me a good reason why they should put him as the face of the company.
Okay, one.
Fucked up once already with doing some shit like that.
Okay, one.
That's a good point.
Who?
Darby Allin.
No, who did they fuck up with making the champion?
Orange Cassidy.
He's never been world champion.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying he has world champion.
He was a great he was a great international champion. That was one of the best runs ever. He was defending it almost every week. It was amazing. Just because you don't like Orange Cassidy's gimmick doesn't mean the run wasn't fantastic.
I ain't saying nothing about the run. I'm just saying that
He don't like
he wasn't
wrestling.
ready for it.
He
He don't
was.
like wrestling.
It was great. It was a great run, and it built him up to be one of the faces of the company, and he is a great face of the company. Honestly, I think he's about to turn heel.
Don't get me wrong. The run was outstanding. I'll give him that. The run was outstanding because that's the only thing Tony Khan could do. Because most of his people were hurt. So what do you expect? Especially for a secondary title, I get that.
I disagree. I 100% disagree.
But
100%
you got to give me one good reason why they would put Darby Allin as the face of AEW.
Because he's been one of the keystones of the company since the beginning. He's a 3-time TNG champion. They've been building him to be a champion since the beginning. It's time. He's got people that want him to be champion. Tons of fans, including myself. It's time for a run. Now, am I saying that it won't end up like Hangman Page's first run? No, it could be shit. And if you want to talk about bad runs, that's the worst run in AEW history.
That was
I thought old boy's run was terrible. What's his face? Damn, his name escapes me right now. We watched this match on one of his championship matches on TV together, Josie.
Wardlow? No, not Wardlow.
I can't remember his name, but he was champion at that time. And his run was so bad, you could hear a pin drop.
He was world champion or he was something else?
He was world champion.
Oh, no. No, it was Wardlow.
Wardlow never held the world championship.
He never held the world title.
No, shit.
I can't think of his name. We watched him on TV that night, Josie. I think it was against Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson.
Hang on, I'm looking up the list of world champions. Hang on.
Jericho.
His name. He was terrible. He was terrible.
Jericho, Mox, Omega, Hangman, Punk, Mox again, Punk, vacated, Mox again, MJF, Joe, Strickland.
I could have sworn he was world champion. He could have been something else, though.
I think you're thinking of Hangman.
I'm thinking of Hangman. Yeah.
Hangman had the worst run in AEW World Championship.
You can hear. You thought Mysterio run was bad. Oh my God!
And honestly, you can link it.
That is bad. That is
that's bad.
Yeah.
And honestly, you can link it to what you were saying about about Cody. It's the same thing. Hangman, the great thing about the Hangman was the story.
Right.
The run up, the 3 years it took him to get there. And then once he got it, it was just boring.
Fizzle. They didn't plan it then. Like WWE's not planning it. Because when Cody immediately won that title, you should have the whole caboodle should have been already planned out for what you were going to do with him. And it's like and to me, with Cody, they're flying by the seat of their pants. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if that'll work. You can't run a company effectively like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Until either Kevin turns on him or Randy turns on him and goes for that belt, it's going to be trash until Roman says, "Okay, it's time."
Yep.
But until that happens, Roman's going to be worried about the bloodline. So we ain't got to worry about that. They're still going to push that off.
Oh yeah.
Now, if Randy loses next week, I know we're talking about AEW, but I got to get this out real quick. If Randy loses against Gunther, then he should go ahead and turn him and make it Randy versus Cody. But we'll go into that.
So there's some disagreement there. I think Darby would be a great champion, but I don't think he's winning this match.
I do like the fact that AEW is looking at smaller guys.
Exactly.
I do like that fact. I just don't think that some of these smaller guys are worth their pushes.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but on that, out of these two guys, that's Jack Perry. Jack Perry is not worth the push to me. I don't think he's
Jack
it.
Perry ain't shit anyway.
No,
He should
that's
have got the
what I'm-
fucking belt in the first place.
But that's what I'm saying. Out of these two, Jack
Okay.
Perry, Darby Allin, who do I think is a world champion? Darby Allin. That's just my point, my opinion.
ain't saying much, but yeah.
Mercedes Moné versus
I-
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD is the next match. This one is gonna be another motherfucking banger.
Can I say this? A, Camille looking good as hell.
Oh
but
yes.
B,
Yes, sir.
but B,
Yes, sir.
but B, I got a feeling Camille's gonna turn on Mercedes.
Yes, Will. I think
I got
the
a feeling.
same thing.
I got
It
a
is-
feeling.
When
it is-
I was watching Rampage, when I was watching Dynamite the other night, I'm saying it's coming.
Mhm.
Well, and it
It's
was
coming.
the way she broke up that fight 2 weeks ago. Britt Baker was about to lock in the lockjaw, and she, instead of breaking it up and beating Britt Baker, she tried to pull Mercedes out of the ring, and it didn't work very well because they weren't in a good spot. But it just, I 100% agree with you, Will. I think Camille turns on Monet.
And that's when I think she turns, and that's when they start pushing Camille.
Yeah, I see it too.
I
agree.
This is going to be a great match. This goes back to what Will was saying earlier. Mercedes is not a great promoter, but her and Britt Baker are going to have a fantastic fucking match.
Oh yeah, because despite what Bischoff says, any fan of wrestling knows. Any true fan of wrestling knows Mercedes can go. Everyone knows that point. Now is she the most injury-free wrestler? No, but she can go, and that's what's gonna make this match be a complete banger.
Next, you got the Casino Gauntlet. This will be a good match. I always enjoy this match. I think Hangman might win this match. So, then
What
you
are they
have,
trying to? Let me ask you a
What
question.
you trying to do with that?
Especially when it comes to Adam Page, what are they trying to do with him?
I don't think it's what they're really trying to do with him. I think it's what they're trying to do between him and Swerve. They're wanting to build just this bitter rivalry. It's working because they've had some really great, just bitter, great matches. I think Hangman will end up screwing Swerve out of the title. I think that's where it's going to go.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I think that could lead to a good story. Like I said, these two together, they have great chemistry. And so I'm all for it.
But the thing is, if he screws him and Daniel Bryan wins it, and he says he's done with it, so he's only going to be the champion for what?
I think a month.
Or so?
Everything I've said, they don't plan on Bryan keeping it long.
Then if they give it to Bryan, then who's going to take it?
It's Darby.
Oh, shit.
It's Darby. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
But moving on past that, so this is the match, by the way, that I think you could replace with Ishii. Chris Jericho versus Hook. And I love Hook, and I want Hook to whoop the fuck out of Jericho. But I'm just so over this whole shit. I'm over all of it.
Everybody's over that shit.
I'm over Jericho. I'm so over Chris. Don't get me wrong. Respect him as a Hall of Famer. Do not get me wrong.
Yes.
I'm just over this learning tree bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is trash.
The gimmick is stupid.
Garbage.
There was
the learning tree.
There was
Chris Jericho. Man,
Well,
fuck the learning tree.
There was a point I was in liking it because he was taking it like right out of the headlines. This is everything that, but I've lost it. It's yeah. I'm not. Who doesn't want more TV time?
Jericho does.
It's trash. They're just getting that gimmick is done.
Your next match, Young Bucks versus FTR versus the Acclaimed.
FTR better win this shit and get them.
FTR better win this.
No, I want the Acclaim to win this.
Why?
What?
Because honestly, I'm a little tired of the tag team titles just rotating back between these two teams.
Those
You
are
look
the
at-
ones that can actually do some work.
The Acclaimed are great tag champions. They were great tag champions the first time. They're an amazing tag team. They're super over. What are you talking about?
Really? You know
Yes.
You know why they were over so much?
Oh my God, bro.
Do you know why? Honestly.
You're going to say because of Billy Gunn, and that's not true.
No. Even without Billy Gunn. You know why
Okay,
they
why?
were so over? Because one of them's a homosexual. You didn't know that?
And yes,
That's
I knew
why.
that. That has nothing to do with it. They're still
Yes, it
over.
does.
No,
Yes,
it
it
doesn't.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. And
I just think-
I take offense to that as a trans person.
I
You're
just
saying
think-
the only reason he's over is because he's gay. That's offensive, bro.
I just think
That's
FTR
the
should
way
win.
people see it. That's
No,
why I'm not-
they don't.
I just think FTR should win this because they're the better
I
thank
do
team.
too. Thank you.
That's the only reason why I think FTR. I think they're a better team overall.
I agree. That's
Um,
all I'm saying.
And I think they should win this.
I think the younger team, the coming up team, the team that is still building and can be doing this for several more years. The Young Bucks and FTR are on the end of their careers.
Bullshit.
Or they're reaching that point where they're going to be splitting up to try and do solo careers. Dax has said he wants a solo championship before he retires.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Just
And
like
they've
that.
also said that this contract is it. They've got 4 years. That's it. They're done.
Okay.
And they're already a year and a half into that contract.
I still
They're doing
think
the
they should win
exact
this
same
match.
thing. I do too. They're doing the exact same thing Bobby and Stan did. Next.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah. Good analogy.
Next match is the Patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang versus House of Black versus either Pac and Blackpool Combat Club or
Is the Switchblade back? If the Switchblade
Is he
ain't
back?
they ain't
No.
winning shit.
no, it's Juice, Austin, and Colton. And Switchblade, it's already been said when he comes back, he is going to be focusing in on solo titles.
Is he hurt?
No, it's all storyline. He's going to come back in this match and screw Christian and the Patriarchy out of the titles.
That wouldn't bother me, man.
No, I could see the 4 team, whoever it is, winning this match, whether it be Pac and Blackpool or I can't remember who the other team is. It gets decided tomorrow night at Collision. But
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
I forgot about that.
Moxley's on vacation for a while.
yeah,
Okay. I was like, why is Pac with the comeback? Oh yeah, that's right. Because Moxley's on.
yeah,
he's on
it's because
vacation.
Mox is on extended vacation.
That's right.
Well
Don't
deserved.
blame him. You seen his wife?
She's still working. She's been
Renee's still
on.
working.
She's been on TV every week.
Mm.
Final match: Swerve Strickland with friend of the show Prince Nana versus Bryan Danielson. This match is going to be phenomenal.
I
Like,
want
it is
Swerve
gonna-
to win, but for some unknown reason, I think he's gonna get fucked.
Honestly, Hangman's going to screw him. Hangman's going to screw him. That is my full belief.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
fan too. He's been a fighting champion.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
But see,
Hey,
I agree with you. I agree with you, Will. But think about it. He's been a fighting champion. He's been a great champion.
But they
Hangman
haven't pushed
screws
him
him.
like they should have.
They kind of booked themselves into a corner with all this because of Ospreay and Swerve and how they both kind of took off at the same time. They did the best they could with it, but I agree with you. They didn't book him great.
No.
They got kind of stuck because of just how things happened this summer. But think about this. Hangman screws him to get, and Bryan Danielson gets to retire a champion. but because Hangman screwed him, Swerve will still stay in the title picture.
Oh, he's going to do that anyway.
He'll get another run in 2025. I fully believe it.
He's not going to lead the title picture regardless, no matter how.
But I'm just talking. Well, like I'm talking storyline. How you make it work, and Hangman screwing him keeps him in that picture because he didn't take a loss fair and square.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So, honestly, as we say over and over again, AEW does not put out a bad card, and for being their biggest show of the year, this is going to be a banger. And honestly, Will, the thing I'm excited about this All In compared to last year, you have 2 weeks between this and All Out instead of last year where they were literally
week, right?
They were 6 days apart.
Yep.
If you look at this card, a lot of this can turn into residual matches and story for All Out 2 weeks away. You already know that Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale are going to have a match at All Out. So
I don't see that.
It's going to be yeah. Guys, I know I do want to talk about Bastion of Berlin and everything. I've got to run to the restroom, so I will be right back.
No problem.
Alrighty then.
You know better. No, he would have said. You know better. Come on now. Honestly, and I know this is going out live. I know that, but why on earth would they put an accident-prone guy as their world champion?
And that's a concern of mine too, because just as fast as he won, he can get hurt the next week.
Mr. President, what Congresswoman Wyatt was saying is that if we can figure out a way to make this answer about the drug war,
He can get hurt the next week and not be able to go. Then what do you do?
Exactly. That's why
Then what do you do?
That's why I asked you. Give me a good reason for them to make him the face of the company. That does not make any sense.
No.
I mean, he's a one.
That's why I want Swerve to stay champion.
He's a one-trick pony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If it wasn't for Sting, who would care about? They would have probably washed him away like they did with Sting.
Yeah.
Why? I still don't understand why they would even think of giving him a title. And all the bullshit that he does, he's trying to kill himself. Come on now.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill
Like
himself.
I say, thanks. You got two dudes on this card. You got two dudes on this card who are injury prone.
Yeah.
And
I want to see why they're putting him in the position, and they actually gave him a world title shot, and they know how accident prone he is.
Right.
Just by being stupid.
Yep.
I mean, he can wrestle. I'll give him that. He can wrestle. But like I said, he's a one-trick pony. He loves to do those daredevil high-flying shit, and he's gonna fuck up and kill himself one time.
Oh yeah.
Or he's gonna hurt himself so bad he's never gonna walk again.
Yep.
So, for what? If they want to put a title on him, give him the TNT title again, or give him the Continental title.
Right.
Do the same thing they did to Orange Cassidy. Give it to him.
Some people have to be able to be protected from themselves, and he might be one of those people.
Exactly. That dude, I mean, I'll say it again. Don't get me wrong. He is a professional. He's good. He does some of the shit that I wish I could do. But I'm not that stupid. I'm crazy, but I'm not that stupid. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. What are we talking about?
No, we're talking about Marco Stunt. We're talking about Marco Stunt on Dynamite the other night.
A couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, no, it was last week.
No, it was like 3 weeks. It was like 3 weeks ago.
When Marco Stunt faced Jack Perry?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago.
I thought it was last Wednesday.
Nope. Last Wednesday, he was in a trios tag match with the Young Bucks.
Fuck the Young Bucks.
Versus FTR and Darby Allin.
Fuck the Young Bucks. Fuck Rob Manfred.
No, yeah, they brought him back in. Honestly, I like Marco. I like Marco. I think they're going to bring him back in. I think they're going to bring back a Jurassic Express with him and Luchasaurus because I think he's about to break off from Christian. You're breaking up real bad, Big Toe.
How much longer y'all think Christian got?
From what Christian says, he don't plan on retiring anytime soon. And we also got to remember Adam Copeland just sitting out there in the wings, healing up.
This is true.
Oh yeah, he owes Christian an ass.
Yeah, he does.
He owes him an ass.
Well, and you turn Christian face before he comes back, he might actually be able to get a little bit of that tag run between the two of them. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen before they hang it up. They're going to give him a tag run for the nostalgia. It's going to happen, Big Tone. I do. Tony, y'all talk about all the time how Tony's a mark. That's a Mark thing to do.
No, that's a Shane McMahon. That's a Shane McMahon idea.
And I would not be surprised if Shane McMahon shows up at All In this weekend. I would not at all be surprised.
But nobody said he's part of the company. He could be an advisor, or he could just be sitting there shooting the shit with Tony Khan. You never know.
Shane may come through at some point though.
No, I think Shane. I don't know what his role will be. I think it will probably only be on screen. From what I can see, Tony don't like to give up control.
No,
but he'd be stupid if he didn't.
So, and I really don't see him giving up control to a McMahon. So,
why not?
Because he's just not going to.
That'd be the ultimate dig to the TKO. All the McMahons are out except for Stephanie. And he goes to the AEW and starts running the show over there. That's the biggest diss. That's the biggest slap in the face of WWE.
And honestly, it's been shown over and over again. Creatively, Shane is not that good. Shane is good as an on-screen character. He is not that
shit.
It's been shown.
I want to know about who.
That's why when he came back 5 years ago, they would not give him a role in the company. He was strictly on screen. He had no role in the company. He hasn't had a role in the company since he left in 2006.
Well, remember the night I called him coming back?
I remember.
Now, that night he came back, that first time he came back, you bet your ass he had a role in the fucking company.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He has not had a role in that company since 2006. He has been strictly on screen. Everything they portrayed with him, he has had no title in the company since 2006, except the on-screen talent.
Well, let's look at it like this. Okay, so you bring Shane in, fictitious or not. You bring Shane in. Okay. He's Triple H's brother-in-law. So, yeah. I can sort of kind of see what a dig would be.
That'd be the smartest thing to do.
I can sort of kind of see, fictitious or not, I can sort of kind of see what a dig comes in at.
Exactly.
I'm not saying there's not a dig. I'm just saying he's not going to be... He's going to be only on screen. He's not going to have any kind of business. It's not gonna happen.
But he's still a benefit. But he would still be an AEW benefit.
Yes, as an on-screen personality.
Right. He would still be an AEW benefit. And like I said, fictitious or not, you could put him in a fake general manager role. It really wouldn't matter at the end of the day. It's just the fact because the fans are looking at it. Okay, who's going to do better, Triple H or Shane McMahon? So like I say, I see where the dig is in that. Or bringing Shane in. Now my issue is how much you going to pay the man. That's my issue.
I mean, we all know Tony's pockets are. Tony will.
You may have to.
You mean his dad's pockets are not Tony. His dad's pockets.
His daddy's pockets. Because you have to pay Shane, boy.
I mean, Tony's pockets are pretty deep too. He does own one other sports franchise and several other companies. Tony has money too.
Don't say the
Jacksonville's his dad's, but the soccer team he owns is his.
I can see that D. And you got to back up the Brinks truck, baby.
Yeah, to get him, you would have to back up the Brinks truck. At least 3 of them to get Shane.
Oh yeah.
At least 3.
The benefit he gives you, even at his age, yeah.
And the knowledge, you see, the thing is, he could be behind the scenes, or he could be in front. The mind that Shane has, he's been in the business all his life. Well, for most of his young life, he's been in the business. He knows it backwards and forwards. His grandfather and his father, they built this shit.
Yep.
So he knows what the fuck he's doing.
So 09.
He knows.
09 is when he stepped away, or when he resigned as WWE's executive vice president of global media.
Because he wouldn't do his own thing.
Because he left.
Exactly.
And then, but that's what I'm saying. He has not had a WWE executive job since 09. Now, when he came back in 2019, he was a producer for a minute, but that's not the same.
So but he's got that experience. He can show talent what to do. And you got to remember, most of the AEW's rosters are old from WWE, and they know how Shane works.
Again, Shane has not. Okay, Shane has not been in that role.
There are a lot of them.
No, he hasn't.
It does
because no. It does matter because he was not there. These guys, most of those guys, have not worked with him because, other than in the ring on screen, they have not worked with him as an executive because he hasn't been that since 09.
Who says anything about being an executive? We're talking about him, his experience.
Okay,
with the young guys.
let's just stop because we're just gonna keep going around in circles.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to your closing point, Josie.
I was wanting to get into Bash of Berlin, but I guess we can get into that next week. Anybody think any title changes are coming out of that? Because I do not.
I don't either.
Honestly, I'm not excited for it.
Nah, I don't know. I think Randy might squeak by and get him.
You think Randy's gonna be Gunther in his home country?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
no way.
That'd
No
be
way.
funny as hell if it happens.
Gunther's only lost 3 times in his entire WWE career. They are not going to have him take a loss in his home country.
Ilya Dragunov beat him. Who else beat him? Dragunov beat him.
Sammy beat him.
Yeah.
Sammy beat him.
Yeah.
He's only lost 3 times in his entire WWE career. I do not believe that he's losing to Randy Orton in his home country, where he's getting to perform as the champion for the first time ever.
That'd be funny as hell if he lost, though.
I agree with you, but it's never going to happen.
I think you pull it off.
No
I think
way.
you pull it off.
No way.
If you
Why
did
not?
that, that elevates Randy to a different stratosphere.
But you got to think about how Triple H has protected Gunther, how he has built that man.
He has.
True.
For 4
Yes.
years, he cultivated Gunther, kept him in NXT away from Vince for 2 years.
I think that.
Okay.
Go ahead, Beton.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking that I don't think this is the one that Randy gets. I think he gets a second shot.
I could
And I
see
think the
Randy
second
beating Cody more
And-
than I see Randy beating Gunther.
The only reason why I want Randy to beat Gunther is because I want Randy to have one more run for you because he goes out. Because of some stupid reason in the back of my mind, I don't think they'll have Randy go over Cody. I really don't.
No, not right now.
Not right now. They won't.
I also
If Randy's going over everybody, it's Gunther, but I don't think
I-
he's going to get it. I don't think he gets it this time. But there'll be a part 2, and I think that's when Randy gets it.
Because the first one, everybody knows Randy had his shoulder up. Now
Yep.
this one, if it goes over, which I hope it does, okay, he gets 15, but automatically gets that rematch.
Right.
Wait till the next pay-per-view, get that
they
rematch.
don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, I
That's
think he'll
what-
get a. I
That's
think he'll
what
get a.
Kevin Owens just said in his promo last week is they don't do the guaranteed rematch anymore.
The only reason why I think he gets a part 2 is because Gunther will want it.
No, I say there will be a part 2. I don't think it will be right away. I don't think it will be. It will be 6 months at least. But Randy's not winning, so
I think Randy gets it in part 2. Because I just can't. If Randy's gonna get it, it's gonna have to be against Gunther. Because I can't see him beating Cody.
No, I don't see it.
I can't see him beating Cody.
I think that one makes more sense. Mentor versus mentee. That makes more sense to me than him beating Gunther.
But look at how they've played. So look at at you talk about protecting Gunther. Look at how they've been protecting Cody. I mean, granted, he hasn't been booked correctly since he got the title, and I will admit that point. But they're protecting him just as much as they're protecting Gunther.
They're saving, from what I'm looking at, they're saving Cody for Randy. Until they're right now. But you have to remember, once Roman's done dealing with the family business, he's coming back for his title.
He's not getting the title. He's not getting the title back anytime soon. That is not happening.
Saying that. No one's saying that. It's because this bloodline business is going to take a minute. But
Exactly.
Roman is not back in the title picture until at least SummerSlam 2025.
Okay.
At least.
Okay. That's fine.
And I honestly,
SummerSlam. I don't know about that.
and it will not be
I don't
Cody.
know about that.
It will not be Cody. The title will change at least 2 times before Roman comes back into the picture. It will not be Cody. Honestly, I could see Cody dropping it to The Rock before he drops it to Roman.
Damn.
That one. I forgot about that. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I totally forgot
Yeah.
about Final Boss.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
I don't see what they get out of a Roman Cody 3. That, like, everything has really been done between those two for a while, for a long while.
Yeah, I remember. I
bet-
gotta go away for a while, and I'm gonna give you this, and I'm coming back. When I come back, I'm coming for you. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Damn, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. I could see it more, Big Tone. Rock takes it from Cody, and then Rock and Roman go at.
Yeah, that I see. No, I see that.
Yeah, you can see that happen. We've been waiting for that anyway.
I see that. I see that coming.
I just want to see Randy get it one more time before he leaves.
Did y'all real quick here's my final thought, Will. So John Cena was on Club Shay Shay this week.
I saw that.
And Randy was on Cody's podcast this week. And Randy said that he talked to John after he announced his retirement and said he wanted to run it back. And John told him no, unless the WWE creative comes up with a reason why. And I was like, that to me is dumb. Like, I don't like that from John Cena. Like, to me, the whole point of this next year should be, yes, like Cena going out how he deserves to go out, but also putting over talent and also giving us nostalgia. And Randy versus Cena, as far as the Ruthless Aggression era, like, the only better thing that you could give me is Cena and Edge. And I just don't see how you could do that without them having some kind of program. Personally, that's just my opinion.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Just because he says not now, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Well, and I think if I'm WWE creative, if I'm Triple H, I'm finding a way to make Cena and Orton happen. Like, even if it's just a month.
What makes you think they already have that set up?
I'm not. That's what I'm saying, Big Tone. I'm saying John Cena said no, but I would think that WWE creative does have plans for that to happen.
But he's got to go through. Well, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I got you. I got you.
All right. Y'all's closing thoughts. Let's get out of here. My voice is dying.
Go ahead, Big Tone.
FTR better win this shit. Because I'm tired of the Bucks. Darby Allin don't deserve shit.
Darby Allin's champion.
No.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Big Tone's a hater.
Oh, yeah. In other words, yeah. Sorry, I'll be a hater all day long. And one thing, you got the young buck, the same boat with Gold Bitch and Satanic.
Real quick for me, fuck Rock Manford, and shout out to Soul Ruka. I love her finisher. Love it.
Oh boy.
Love that finisher of her. Love that finisher, boy. The Soul Snatcher.
Oh boy, Soul Snatcher ain't the word for it. Soul Snatcher ain't the word for it.
Love it, boy. Love that movie. And then when Booker reacts to it, oh man, she got it. Oh man.
Everybody knows Booker wouldn't be one to tap that ass, but Charmel won't let him. Everybody know that shit. Goodness. Come on now.
All right, Joseph, take us out.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of Fight Night. We will be back next week, hopefully with a full crew, talking about the fallout of All In, as well as the run-up to Bash in Berlin. Make sure you join us. Darby Allin is the next AEW World Champion.
You had to get that in, didn't you?
I did.
You really had to go there.
I did.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna see you. We're gonna see you guys later on Fight Night. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah.